happy Wednesday. I'm back with another budgeting video. I asked and you guys answered budget stuff. You want to know all the ins, the outs, the inspiration. You want to hear it all. And so I want to be able to bring that to you. The word budget, I know it can be kind of scary. It can be intimidating. It can make you feel some type of way. But what I want to give you with these videos is the power and the confidence to know that no matter what your financial situation is, you can change that. You can make it be whatever you want it to be. Just because you have too much money, that doesn't make it icky. Maybe you don't have enough money, that doesn't make it icky. Maybe you are thousands upon hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. That's okay. It's not an icky thing. The thing is, I want you to know that no matter what it is, no matter what your goals are, no matter what you want to achieve, no matter where you are financially, you're in control where you want to be, where you're going to be a month from now, a year from now, 6 years from now. Whatever it is that you want, you can go after. But we have to take that taboo feeling out of the words budget, out of the words money. I don't want you to feel negative when it comes to those things. I want you to feel empowered. I want you to know that you have the control and that you can tell your money where to go. And I think that brings up my first thing. So many times people feel like they are controlled by their finances. They're controlled by their money. That the only thing that gets them through the next week is how hard they have to work so that they can pay their bills, right? Like, it's stressful. It's anxiety-ridden. How many people go to sleep each night worrying about how they're going to pay something, or worrying about having to take a sick day, or worrying about all these things because they are so hell-bent on getting by paycheck to paycheck, or paying off their debt, or doing whatever this may be. And maybe that's not your financial situation, but that's majority. Majority of people go to work so that they can pay their bills, they can pay their debt. I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to know that you have the power to tell your money where to go. It's all about a mindset. It's all about learning where to start and what to do with it. But the first thing I need you to know is that money and budget is not an icky thing. You see, when I first started budgeting, I was like, no, I don't want to do that because I like spending money. I like doing things. I love traveling. I love going out to eat. I love adventures, all these things. And I was nervous that doing Financial Peace University, giving into a budget, meant that I would never get any of that. It meant, because I heard the stuff, that I was going to be eating rice and beans, and that's it. And that's the life that I was going to live if I wanted to be debt-free. I want to break those chains. I want you to know that you can be debt-free by living any lifestyle you want. However, the speed that you get there is what will determine the sacrifices that you make now to the end of your road. So, how fast do you want to get there? What is your end goal? And what are you willing to sacrifice for that? The biggest wake-up call for me was sitting down and doing my debt analysis. How much debt I had, what my monthly bills were, and where my income is each month. What is that amount? So that gives me 3 numbers. And I have other videos. You can go back into my IGTV and check those out where I really break those down. Today, I really want to talk about envelopes because this was scary. I'm like, envelopes, but what? This, I don't want you to be afraid of. I want you to know that this is the empowering part. This is where you get to decide because you're literally choosing what money you get each week and where it goes. So obviously you're going to have your bills that are actually due. And maybe you're that person who you're like, okay, here's my bills, and I don't have any money at the end of the bills, or I don't even have enough money to pay the rest of the bills. Friend, just keep chugging along. You're going to get there. Just make sure you're taking sacrifices. It means you're going to have to be doing the sacrifice, the deep sacrifices where you're not going out, where you're not eating out, where you're not doing that stuff because you don't even have enough money to pay the bills. And that's okay. Just know it's a season of life. And I want you to challenge you to get creative. Have date nights in. Do things. Sell things that you're not using in your house. Eat rice and beans if you have to. But know that as long as you're willing to move forward and not spend and not treat yourself, don't do the impulse buying, you will get ahead. But you have to stop spending the money. I had a lot of questions actually about, well, why do you take it out cash instead of just use your card? And the reason behind that is every time you swipe, it's non-emotional. You don't have that money in your hand. You don't literally see it leave your hands. Instead, you're just swiping somebody else's money. This is just a card. It's no big deal. It's not a big deal until you get to your bank account online and you're like, Amazon, what did you do to me? But it's so real. So that's why I do this every single month. Of course, I have my every single week. Of course, I have my auto pays, which I've shown you guys before. But then you get to decide what envelopes you want. And I will show you what my envelopes are. So my first envelope is giving. Because when you give more, you receive more. And I know it's scary. It's scary, like saying, okay, I'm going to give my money away. But the more that you give, the more you receive. So don't hold on to the money, because guess what? None's going to come in either, because you're so closed off to it. Give. So even if it's $1 every single week, make that a commitment. Mine started with $5, and I'm up to $25 a week. The next thing, I have to feed my family. So it's groceries. We do $150 a week, and I have to budget around that. I have to meal plan around that. I have to figure out what's going to fit in here. So what does that mean? No Cheetos, no Doritos. We do the cheapest cereal possible. I'm not buying T-bone steaks. It's a matter of what I'm spending my money on. No soda, no candy, no all of that. Anything that's left over from that envelope every single week, I put into my savings snowball so that I can keep adding to our savings account, because that's our big next snowball thing. And then gas. Why is gas my third priority? Because I'm a stay-at-home mom, because my business is run from home. So I don't have to go anywhere. The places that I'm going are choices. The only place I have to go is to get groceries, obviously. But everywhere else, that is a choice. And let's say 1 week I cannot put money in my gas envelope. Guess what? That just means I'm not going anywhere that week. And I had someone ask, well, what if you end up having to go somewhere else? Well, guess what? These envelopes are what you have when you're out of money. You have to steal from another one of your envelopes in order to afford that. So again, it comes back to the sacrifices. What are you going to do to make it happen? And then for me, y'all know I love travel. And I'm a boss babe. I have business events coming up. I have vacations. I plan those out. If you know that something is coming up in the future, this is next spring, then get an envelope for it. So we have Punta Cana, I have leadership in Arizona, and then I have a Rise conference that I'm going to. What I do is I put an amount on it, whether it's $5 each week, whether it's $10 each week. My goal is $20 each week. I put a little bit in each week, and that money's going to go towards the food, the travel, all that stuff, so that when the time comes, I'm not like, how am I going to pay for this? You're setting that little amount every single week so that it takes less stress. And you can divide your dollars up so that it spans out. And for example, if you wanted to start a school supplies envelope because you saw the tuition, you saw the amount that school supplies cost, start an envelope with that amount for it for next year and put $1 every single week into that envelope. You're telling your money where to go. You're saying, this is the money that I have and this is where I want it to end up so that I can be ahead. Maybe you love buying one outfit a week. Maybe you love going out to eat. Maybe you just like having some money on hand so you don't feel stressed. Guess what? You can have an envelope for those. A miscellaneous envelope. So for just random things that pop up, start a miscellaneous. Maybe you want to treat yourself to an outfit. Okay, get you an outfit envelope. How much? Put a limit, a cap on the amount you're going to spend on that each week. Fill that up. It's all a matter of the pace you want to go and what are priorities to you. And I think you need to know that your priorities are not wrong. As long as you're not spending money you don't have, girl, go for it. Do what you can. Chase down your debt-free goals at your own pace with your own expectations, your own guidelines, because that's what's going to help you win. That's what's going to make you feel like you're successful. That's what's really going to give you the power in this. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below, tag a friend, share this. All your love and support is so important to me, and I appreciate it so much. Happy Wednesday.